Tatat's daughter, Faithlyn, expresses her profound regrets that she could not be here in person, but she's here in spirit. Her husband and her daughter are representing her here. Before I deliver this eulogy, please allow me a few moments to express some personal. I hope and I pray that this spirit of community will not be lost ever and will be passed on to your children for generations to come. Never let the ills of the larger society be infused into this little piece of paradise. What you have here is what world leaders with vast wealth and resources at their disposal have continuously failed to achieve. People working together for the good of one another. I want others to experience the joy of coming home too. With that said, on behalf of my family, I say thanks to you all who have given us so much support. Maureen and Aunt Pearl, there are no words, absolutely none, that can express our gratitude to you for taking care of Tatat. At this point, I'd like to have a little introduction, the musical introduction to Tatat. Most of you don't know this side of him. I would like to share it with you.
If a man does not keep pace with his companions, it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music which he hears, however measured or far away.
And did Tatat hear a different drummer? Larkland Frater, Tatat, maas Tatat, was the seventh of 10 children born to Gertrude and Alexander Frater. His was a premature entry into this world. And you all know that special little bond that develops when parents and older siblings nurture a tiny premature baby. Tatat heard his tune and started stepping before the 9 months gestation period was completed. He attended Bethany Primary School and had an impeccable attendance record. With parents like ours, attendance and punctuality had to be observed. I am convinced that Tata did not especially care for intellectual pursuits, as when given the opportunity to do extra studies, he opted instead to become an auto mechanic's apprentice. He spent 2 years at those pursuits, then decided that was not what he wanted to do. He returned home and took up shoemaking. He was excellent at that. Even I wore shoes made by him to school, and I was a fashion goddess. He also tried his hand at farming and operated a little grocery shop way off the beaten track. He had an uncanny knack for fixing and creating things. Ever since childhood, he would just pull apart and fix devices: clocks, watches, radios, irons, record players, etc. He also took on the practice of budding plants, and I believe he could bud any 2 plants together. He really got pleasure from doing that. He has left us some lovely avocados and navel oranges from that practice. I have fond memories of him fashioning a banjo and a guitar from chunks of wood and goat skin, and then teaching himself to play them. We had some beautiful sing-along sessions. Tata thought silence was golden and became somewhat reclusive after a brush with death in an accident. He would not be on the road if it were not absolutely necessary. I still recall with a chuckle the excitement he created whenever he was seen on the road. People would seek me out afterwards to tell me that they had seen him, and some of his friends would even come back to the house with him to hang out. So happy they were to see him on the road. He was a very kind-hearted and generous person, and is survived by his children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, 5 siblings, relatives, and some real true friends. Tatat, keep stepping to your music, my brother. May your soul rest in peace.